Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the residents who have joined us tonight and my colleagues on the council. You're welcome. Well, you're at home, really, so I'm sure you feel welcome. However, thank you for joining us tonight, and we want to give as much time as we can to those who might want to ask questions or bring up any matters. So we'll go immediately on with the agenda. Malcolm, any apologies for absence today?
Yes, Chairman, I've got an apology from Councillor Lisa Pilgrim, who's not feeling completely well.
Okay.
Following her jab, I believe. Private, I don't know.
Thank you. Any apologies on the floor? Okay. Thank you very much. Then on to the minutes of the 2020 annual general meeting. Seems a fair while ago now. However, I suppose it was 12 months ago, so it was a fair while ago.
Yes.
So for is everyone happy with the accuracy of the minutes? It seems a long time ago, so probably difficult to remember. Councillor Fox.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Under achievements, the 7,500 financial grants appears to be mentioned twice.
On page 2 and
3.
Page 3. Okay, so for accuracy, we really need, unless they're two separate amounts, otherwise one needs to be removed. Otherwise, it looks like it's two separate amounts.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
So if we can adjust that, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Noticed.
With that removed, are you happy to propose that, Pete? Councillor Fox?
I'll propose, Mark.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Porter. And seconded?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Thank you, Rob. Councillor Payne. Fine. Okay, so I assume anyone against the minutes? Easier to find if anyone's proposed. Any abstentions? Therefore, all in favour. Thank you. And then going on to the presentation of the annual report 2020-21. So, Alan Peake, please. If we can keep ourselves.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Speaking.
Pardon? Right.
I was just saying,
Yes,
I was just saying, if people can keep themselves muted, then there'd be no other background noise.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Welcome, everyone. As leader of the council, it's my pleasure to present this 21st annual report. Since the last annual town meeting in March 2020, it would be an understatement to say that our world has changed for all of us. The coronavirus struck our town just before AGM in March last year, and unfortunately is still with us today. This has been an unprecedented challenge to staff and councillors and has led to many changes in how we work. It is a privilege and truly humbling to see how and hear the extraordinary work and commitment that goes on every day from all our staff and volunteers who have been around to manage the effects of COVID-19. We as councillors are lucky to have excellent and dedicated staff who once again manage us through some difficult but many also positive issues. Without doubt, one of the strongest assets is our workforce. Everyone from the town council down has worked hard to get us to this point. They have risen to the many challenges and embraced over changes. So what have we been doing this past year? We've had to come to terms with having remote council meetings via our computers, having to grasp with technology at home. It certainly has been a learning curve. The council has given a total of £7,500 in financial grants to many organisations over the last year. We have continued to support Citizens Advice Bureau and help with funding for the Homeless Support Centre here in this town. As a council, we felt that we needed to set an example that Weston values its low-paid workers, especially at this time when many are putting their lives on the line during this pandemic. So last July, councillors agreed that Weston Town Council will be a real living wage employer. In November, councillors unanimously made a public pledge to becoming an anti-racist council. And in December, we took on the management of Edinburgh Park West, which will be created as a wellbeing park. We have throughout the year expressed our disappointment at the continued overnight closure of our A&E department at Weston Hospital. This council will continue to seek assurance that Weston Hospital does not lose any of its services which the people of Weston depend upon. We have taken steps to tackle climate change. The council has put aside £100,000 to enable us to tackle this very serious subject. Due to concerns from residents of the town regarding an increase in reports of damage to properties, unsocial behaviour in the town, we have taken positive steps to tackle climate disorder in our town and have recently employed a community resilience officer in partnership with North Somerset Council. We intend to take on extra staff to help tidy up our cycle paths, footpaths, and tackle litter hotspots. We will continue to invest in our community. The road ahead is challenging, yet exciting. Finally, I would like to thank my fellow councillors for the support they have shown me over the year. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Peake. This isn't a time for questions and comments other than those members of the public who have joined us tonight who might like to ask questions or raise matters or anything they have concerns over. So I'm trying to look out. If you would like to speak to council, please, if you can indicate, and I'm sure one of us will pick it up. Okay. Doesn't appear to be anyone who wants to make a comment. Nope, that seems it. So in terms of the annual town meeting, if there are no further comments from members of the public, I will bring this meeting to a close and we will reconvene at 7 o'clock to fulfill our obligations at the full town council meeting.